If you have been feeling stuck or inconsistent or feeling like you have gone off track when it comes to your creative goals, if you've lost your creative spark, then this video is for you. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to make a video about how to lock in on your creative goals, your creative dreams, your creative habits. So I really wanted to share 5 tips that have really helped me to lock in on my creative goals. I was going through a lot last year into this year, and honestly I just fell off of creating. I fell off of making art. I even fell off of just those dreams that I have in terms of creating and making art. These are the things that have helped me to actually get consistent in creating and help me to stay focused on my creative goals, and they've also helped me to enjoy the process. So if you're new here, my name is Jaye and I am a multi-hyphenate creative. I am an actor, I make music, I am now a content creator. So on this channel, it's all about me documenting my journey and my creative dreams of becoming a full-time artist, a full-time creative. So I know that most of us who are probably watching this video have heard of the great lock-in that has started now that we're in Q4. Q4 is definitely when things start to look real, right? Like we start to reflect on the year, we look at our goals, we look at what we've done and what we might not have done, like me. I think that it can be really easy in this time of year to just think, I'm gonna wait till 2026. What's the point? But I think I want to encourage you to actually get into motion now. That you don't have to wait till the new year. You can recommit at any moment. You can get back in motion at any time. You don't need a new year. You can reset at any time. Here are my 5 tips on how to look into your creative dreams today. So tip 1 is focus on small daily habits. I was that kind of person who was very all or nothing. If I couldn't sit for 3 hours making music, then it just wasn't worth it to me. Breaking down the goal into lots of different steps and focusing on the things that you can do each and every day is honestly the thing that has changed so much in my approach to making art. Sometimes when we focus on the goal, we can wait until we achieve that goal to feel happy or to feel that sense of achievement. But I feel like now that I'm focusing on small daily habits, I can actually feel that sense of achievement every single day. You choose the habit you want to do. So for me, I really wanted to get back into making music and make the goal as small as possible. So for me, it was to show up for 10 minutes every day for 2 weeks and just make music, not to overthink it. And at first it feels really weird. It just feels like I'm not doing enough. But what I realized and what I learned is that actually doing something every single day, even if it's for 10 minutes a day, you're gonna feel way more accomplished. You feel like you're actually creating, you feel like you're actually seeing progress, and you can feel that sense of achievement knowing I showed up today. So I think one of the most important questions to ask is, what can I do today to move the needle forward? So what can I actually do to see progress in the things that I want to do? Tip number 2 is embrace imperfection. The truth is, messy action is better than no action at all. This is something that I have really struggled with, and overcoming perfectionism is an ongoing journey, but I know that I can make choices in order to embrace imperfection, whether that's the perfect plan, the perfect schedule, the perfect song, the perfect self-tape, the perfect beat, the perfect painting. Whatever it is, I realized that that was holding me back from actually progressing. Progress is better than perfection. You don't need the perfect plan to get started. You don't need the perfect song to release music. The most important thing is being in motion and trusting that over time, we are going to improve. It's okay for things to be imperfect because that is actually human. We are not perfect as human beings. So why do we expect everything else to be perfect, or even ourselves to be perfect? let go of perfectionism and show up. Like I said, messy action is better than no action. Don't be afraid to create something imperfect or to create imperfectly. Tip number 3 is make art for you. I think as creatives and people who want to monetize from our art and be able to make a living from our art, for me, I feel like that was seeping into how I was creating, how I was showing up to create. Sometimes it didn't feel like I was creating for me. Sometimes it would feel like I'm creating to be good, or for this song to be good, for this self-tape to be good. The reason why we make art in the first place is because we wanted to express ourselves, because we thought it was fun, because we enjoyed it. And I think coming back to that is something that really helped me. And I've seen that in these last few months, the songs I'm creating, I'm really expressing myself. I'm being authentic and honest and vulnerable in my music. So just make the art that you want to make. Don't make art so you can quit your job. Don't make art so that you can please people who you aren't even friends with no more. Make art for you. So let go of the pressure and be authentic. Your art is going to resonate and connect way better and in a more deeper way when it comes from an honest, authentic place. It's okay to have goals, but let the joy of creating lead the way. Tip number 4 is rest and take breaks. This one has been such a hard one to learn, but I realized that I was comparing myself when I would hear this person is creating for this many hours a day and this person is creating every single day and they don't take any breaks. And honestly, I think that hustle and grind culture has not done a lot of good for a lot of us. And now we see rest as some sort of weakness and taking breaks as weakness, when actually resting and creativity go hand in hand. Just like how we go to the gym to build muscle, when we are actually outside of the gym, that's when the muscle grows. For example, when I'm writing a song and I'm stuck on a line, instead of now me getting frustrated or sitting there for hours agonizing over this one line, I just say, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have a breather and I will come back to it. And 9 times out of 10, that line that I was struggling with will just come from nowhere while I'm not actually sitting at my desk making music. Or when I come back to it the next day with a fresh mind, the lyric comes. I'm also learning more is that rest is a sign of trust. At the end of the day, there's only so much that is in control. If we are showing up consistently, making art, sharing that art, being vulnerable, the other stuff, when we'll monetize, when it will become a career, is really not in our control. So rest is a sign that we know that I have actually done my best today. I have given 100% or the 50% that I had, or even sometimes the 5% that I had, and I showed up, and that is enough. Rest is so important, and resting is only going to do so much better for our creativity and ideas. Give yourself permission to pause. Give yourself permission to take a break. Take breaks to rest. And tip number 5 is practice patience. We have big dreams, right? Big ambitions. And sometimes it's just like, when is this thing gonna happen? When is this thing gonna take off? When am I gonna be able to leave my job? When am I gonna have more money in my bank account? When are people gonna appreciate the art that I'm making? When am I gonna be recognized? Or when is my moment gonna come, right? And I think the truth is, this journey takes time. This is a process. I think that, you know, for me, I would get really easily discouraged when I don't or didn't see anything happening, when, you know, I'm putting in this effort and nothing is materializing yet, or the things I want aren't happening yet. Real growth happens quietly. Usually we are growing actually so much on the inside. So have patience. Know that you are growing. Know that you are in motion of making your dreams come true. Have patience for that process and enjoy the journey. Embrace it, enjoy it, and forget about the outcome and just focus on living in the moment day to day. I feel like this is something that has really recently actually given me a lot of peace, because I trust that it's going to happen. I trust that I am going to become a full-time artist. I trust that all the work that I'm putting in now, all the art that I'm making, I trust that it's all going to happen. And you have to know and trust that it's going to happen for you too. It is not an easy journey, because life already is not easy. And when you add big creative goals, it's like, why didn't I want to have a more straightforward life or goal? But that's not what was put on the inside of us. So know that because you have this vision and because you have this goal, it will happen for you. It will be your turn. You will take off, but it will happen at the right time. Right place, right time. So trust the timing and enjoy the process, because you are growing not only as an artist and a creative, but you are growing as a person. So just because it's taking time, it doesn't mean that it's not working. So keep sowing those seeds, keep showing up, keep finding enjoyment, fulfillment in making the art you want to create, resting when you need to, focusing on just small daily habits, embracing imperfection, because you're building something that is going to last. So those are my 5 tips for how to look into your creative goals this season. I really believe that our creative callings and creative gifts have been given to us for a reason, for us to steward them and for us to share them. So you don't have to wait for the new year, you don't have to wait for 2026 to get in motion and to build momentum. If you enjoyed this video, give the video a like, subscribe. I would love to hear the tip that resonated with you the most. I want to hear which tip you want to really work on. For me, it's definitely practicing that patience from a place of trust. I'd love to hear what creative goal you are looking into for the rest of the year. I can't wait to hear from you in the comments. Thank you for watching the video and stay tuned for the next one. Take care.